and congratulations to your decision to learn the cello. All you need to do now is make sure you find the right cello with the right size for yourself. Go to a specialist string instrument shop and ask for advice. If the cello is too big, you will have trouble to play it properly, and if it's too small, you will find it awkward just the same. Before we start playing, we do a bow. It stands for saying, "I'm ready to play, let us start the lesson or the performance." It also stands for a simple hello. It isn't always easy to do a beautiful bow. It needs to be practiced. With your feet together, you bow and count to 3. Then come up again and give the audience a big smile. A smile always goes a long way. After you finish playing, you do another bow, which means I've finished playing. Thank you for listening to me. Sit on a chair with the right height, which means hips slightly higher than the knees. Sit on the very edge of your chair. Basically, sit in front of your sitting bones, not behind them. Sit tall like a king or queen. Keep the feet firmly on the ground. Keep your cello stable in between your knees and on your chest bone. Lean into your cello. Keep doing the hopping exercise which you will have learned in the lesson. Is your elbow moving up and down? Are you dropping your thumb? Are you keeping your fingers like a little cupcake, round and relaxed but toned? Are you landing on your fingertips only as you're descending onto the fingerboard? Can you do it without looking at your fingers? And are you using the full weight of your arm? If you have a brother or a sister who can play the piano, you could start playing together as a duet. If not, maybe your mum or dad can accompany you on the piano. It's important to learn to play together with other musical instruments. If no one in your family plays a musical instrument, maybe you can persuade your mum or dad to learn the piano now. It's never too late. Are you using your whole arm for plucking the strings with your index finger? Are you keeping your right thumb firmly on your sticker on the fingerboard while you pluck the string? Listen carefully to the piano. The pianist plays in a kind of jazzy way, coming in slightly earlier than you. Make sure you don't play each second note of each bar too early. Try to be precise and listen mainly to the quavers the pianist plays with the left hand. For the last chord, use your thumb, sliding it across all strings, starting with the lowest string, the C string. If you don't have a pianist to play with, simply download the app Speed Shifter by the ABRSM. It will allow you to play along to your CD at any speed you like. Imagine an old grandfather clock. Have you seen the big pendulum which goes left and right? Tick, tock, tick, tock. Try to go along with the pendulum and don't speed up. Play along to your CD. Make sure you know the introduction, which is played by the piano. Come in at the right time. The more you listen to your CD and the more you play along with it, the easier you will find it. Don't forget to use your arm for plugging the string. When you practice, always listen out for the ring of your cello. If the finger of your left hand is in the right place, if you lean into the string properly and the finger is hanging on the fingerboard, always keep your left thumb loose, don't push against the neck and don't pinch the string with your fingers, of course, then you are on the best way to make a ringing sound. Do not hold the bow. Rest your bow on the string. Your thumb's task is only to balance the bow, not to hold it. Sink into the string and enjoy a relaxed ringing sound with a bite on each beginning of each note. Once you have practiced the cello for a while and you can play a piece comfortably without having to worry, and you have rehearsed it with the piano, you will be invited to play at a concert. If you don't have a pianist who you can rehearse with, you can get the app called Speedshifter by the ABRSM. You will be able to play any piece at any speed you like. Try to hold the bow as your teacher asked you to do. Make sure you always hold it upright straight into the air unless you're resting it on the strings. Place an object like a plastic cup or a hula hoop onto the tip of your bow. Now move it in circles and try not to lose your object. Put your left thumb in the corner of your cello neck and use your third finger, which is your ring finger, to play your harmonics. Touch the string only lightly, like a fairy, to create this lovely sound. Make sure the sound is clear. If you can't find it, move the finger around a bit until the sound is clear. You want to listen out for the ring. Make sure your thumb is always bendy and your front door always open. Lean all your weight into your index finger. That way your bow will stay right in the string and make a perfect string contact. Remember, we want to be the trout who swims at the bottom of the deep pond. We do not want to be the pond skater who barely touches the water. Don't forget to attend your weekly group lessons. It's a very sociable thing to do, and you learn a lot from watching and observing other cellists. As you play hot cross bun, make sure your thumb is not under your first finger but opposite your second finger, which is the middle finger. The third finger needs to be further away from your first finger than you think. Remember, the silence after you've finished playing is just as important as the playing itself. When you have finished, keep your bow on the string for a short while, kind of freeze. Then put your arm down slowly. Now the audience can clap. And when you go to bed in the evening, you can drop off to the sounds of your beautiful cello city with all the lovely PreTwinkle songs.